Morning everyone. Am I audible or not? Okay. So let's move on to class. So last class we had discussed about how to create right mostly Docker containers and how to check that status and all. Next, so what is right how to remove, how to start, how to connect the container and also how to check the container logs as well also. I hope you got it right. So anyone any doubt? So mostly interview they are asking how to connect the container. So if you want to connect container, what is the command? Docker exec. Got it? And so if you want to check the container log, suppose you deployed application and something goes wrong and what is happening. If you want to track it, if you want to find what is happening, and so that case mostly we are using Docker logs and container ID. Docker logs and container ID. So mostly they are asking this one how to connect the container and so how to so connect container and how to check the container logs. So how to check the container logs and if you want to check so how much usage, what is the metrics of each container under, this is the docker sta states command. Docker container, docker in a Docker container STA states means, so we can see, we can find, so each container how much memory, how much CPU and each and everything it is usage and all we can, this is simply we call metrics and all we can check it. And also last class you seen right how to create a container for Jenkins server. So mostly servers and all we are using Docker run hyphen d. D means detached. D means detached hyphen name, container name, hyphen name, C name, container name, and so hyphen P, port publishing, that is port mapping, host port, and so whatever port we can give, and colon, this is the container. Right side is nothing but our server port, this is the host port, and image name, image name, that's it. So I hope, so now, so container is Jenkins container is created already last class we discussed, right? Same. Anyone any doubt? Let's move on to continuation, how it will work. Ubuntu. Now come to here. Now Docker. So control plus plus. How to check all images. Docker images. How many images we have? So permission denied means switch to root user. Sudo space hyphen I. Okay. Now go to, this is the container and so Docker images. We have many images and what are the containers running? Docker ps hyphen a, ps hyphen a. A means all. I don't have any containers. Now now come to document. So I hope everyone tried, right? Now if you see here, so there is if you want to deploy any application, any web application, if you have that port number, there is hello world also one right web application. If you want to uh, Docker hello world, so how to deploy. This is also one image, official image, and the Docker official image are so curated set of image open source, and this is also up.docker.com. What is this? So you can see. Now see here, if you want to, we can run. This is the one app application. Hello world. Just we can see some message, home page message and all. We can check it. Hello world. This image, this image is primarily existence of effective. This is also one image. And if you want to create, so this is also, what is this? Totem. Hello world. Hello world image. How it will work means. Now everything already they given sample Docker image to test Docker deployment. So if you want to deploy your application, whether your application is run, this is one sample application. Just it will print hello world only. And if you want to pull this image, this is the command. So Docker pull totem hello world. So copy this, and go to here. Just paste it. Docker pull totem hello world. This is one sample web application. This is one sample web application already available local also. And so once that is comes to local, and see here, we can use to create image and all. I don't want how to run. See here, to run your hello world Docker image. So this is the command Docker run -d detached mode, and the default port is 80. So this image, this application, this web application default port number is 80, and we can same like run also Docker run -d detached mode -p, and I am using both host port and container port, both are same. What is the image name? Totem. Okay, copy this image, copy this image, copy this image, coming to here. This is one sample web application, and so this is the default port number 80. For testing and all we can use it. See here, container was created, and how to check whether container is running or not? Docker ps-a, Docker ps-a. See here, it is running. And so how to access this application, guys? Yesterday, first we need to find the my Ubuntu server IP address. How to find ifconfig, and so yesterday we tried, right? This is the private IP, this is the public. Copy this public 172.29.45, and go to browser. Go to browser, just paste it. So no need to give 80 and all. This is the default number. Even if you give, so it will work. See here, it is so totem hello world my host. In this image, they written something. If you want to test it whether it is properly created or whether it is running or not, if you want to, we can check it. See here, hello world. This is one web application, and so with the help of we check it. Okay. So anyone, any doubt, guys? How to create containers? How to create containers? And what is the detached, and what is the right port mapping, host port and container port and image name? Clear? Hello? Yes or no? Hello? So anyone, any doubt? So how to create and all? వినిపిస్తా ఉందా వినిపించలేదా? No sound. Hello? Audible, right?
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, okay. Now come to here. Now we'll see that container. Now already know how to container. See here how to Docker ps-a. So mostly if you want to check the logs, this container log. This is the web application, right? Simple web application. If you want to see the logs, what is the command? Docker Docker logs, Docker logs, and container ID. This is the container ID. This is the container ID. So mostly interview asking this is how to check logs and all. So this is the command. Now see here. So this is the HTTP, get HTTP and all. So Chrome they are using, and so what backend what it is running. Just they are printing only one line, right? So that is the reason. So this is the which URL you hit. So everything we can track here. What is the operating system, and everything we can see here. This is the logs and all. So now I think last time they asked one question. Let me log path. So all logs and all. So we can store here. So where is this default logs and all? So now see here, each log file contain information about the container. Docker logs are stored in the JSON format, and this is the path. So I created multiple containers, right? We are going to create multiple containers. So if you want to check directly, we can come and we can, this is a command, Docker logs container ID. So by default, all logs and all, it is stored into the particular path. It is stored into the particular path. So last time they asked this question. So where all logs will store which path? So variable lib docker containers. So what is the path? So now we can check it here. Right now I have one container, right? Now we can see that log related information in the particular path. So variable lib docker containers. Variable lib, go to that path slash variable lib variable lib docker containers. So this is the path. So under this path, now see here, this is your container. So this is your container. So last time they asked. Now see here, I have only one. See, if you want to, we can go this 64. If you want to go this 64 and ls. Now see here, it is storing so JSON format. It is stored into the JSON format. This is the log path. All logs under store here. This is the path variable lib docker containers, and here we can see only one container. Suppose if I create one more container, if we create one more container, now one more question they asked. Suppose if I delete the container, if container is deleted, so can you see this container log, guys? Anyone guess it? Suppose if container was deleted, now I have one container. Now got it? Docker ps-a. Now I have only one container. This container logs and all we are maintaining variable lib docker containers path. In case container was deleted, so can you see that logs, container logs? Anyone guess it? So now container is running. Now log also available. Suppose if container was deleted, now we can see this log and all. Yes or no? Anyone? Hello? What Hemant Anil? Container deleted. Now we can see log or not. Anyone? At Madhuvani. Question అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir.
So they asked this question. Now all logs, so it is maintaining the particular path, right? So now container is running. So log also it is stored into the JSON part, JSON format, and this is the path variable lib container, variable lib docker containers. Suppose container deleted. Can I can I check logs? Now I'm going to delete this container. Now see here how to remove this container. Docker rm. Now running container, right? Hyphen f forcefully container ID. I am going to remove this container. That's it. Now go and check. Earlier we can see this container ID, right? Now whether that is available or not, check it. cd space variable var lib docker and containers. Docker containers. Now ls. Now what is answer? If we delete the container, if container is removed, so that log file is available or not available?
Not
Not
available.
available.
No.
That is the answer.
Not available.
Not available. So only container is available. We can see that logs. If container is deleted, we cannot see that container logs and all. Got it? So last time they asked this question. So container is created, container is running, everything working fine. So where is that path? All logs and all stored under the which path? This is the path. This is the path. Suppose if we create two more containers, that many containers we can see here. Don't confuse here. I'm going to create see here. Okay. Now I'm using so this is the one for or else I am giving hyphen what is happen ps. Okay. Now I am hyphen name. Okay. HLLH. This is hello one container. Now I am going to create one more container, hello 2 also, 2 also. Now see here, what is here? Port,
Change the
port
port
number.
number.
Okay, see here, the port is already located, or else I am using Jenkins. Okay, 802 containers, right? 8080 and Jenkins, and this is a container name is Jenkins, test Jenkins. Just I'm giving anything, that is your wish. Okay, so now container is created. Now see here, Docker ps hyphen a, Docker ps hyphen a. Now I have two containers. Now go and check that log path. So cd space where var lib var lib var lib docker containers, docker containers. Now how many containers here we can see? Only one or two? Each container, I have two containers, right? We can see two containers. Now see here, anything go to 3 or docker ps hyphen a. Now three containers here, one is also hello one and hello 2 also, this is created, but it is different. Three containers, this is a Jenkins and all al, this is the Jenkins al, and this is a 9b. So whatever you want we can check it. So al means that is also available. Now see here, this is a al, this is a Jenkins. Now if you go and check, we can check it here, al e cd space ale, not going. So you can copy and paste it, cd space. Okay, ls. Now see here, so that logs and all, it is stored into the JSON format. If you delete any container, automatically this path will, this container id will gone automatically. So that is the they are expecting, so that is the they are expecting. I hope you got clear, right? Anyone, any doubt guys here? All logs store under with which path? Variable lib docker containers. Under each container we can see one container id, we can see one container id. So under this container id, all logs and all store it into the which format? JSON format. Which format? It is stored into the JSON format. It is stored into the JSON file, host missions file system in the, this is the path. So there is separate directory for each container in this directory. For every container, so there is a separate directory with the name, container name, and under this we can see all files. All files. I hope you got it right. Now let's move on to here. You know how to handle. So now port publishing already know hyphen p and all see docker ps. These all are commands only. Just try. Already we done. Restart, stop, container and all. And there is one more docker stop and docker kill also is there. So kill means immediately it will stop. Immediately it will stop the without right. It won't give any signal. So without signal here, docker stop means it will right, send a notification like. Now there is two, right? Both are same only. Docker container, Docker container. We can see kill. There is one kill one or more contain running containers. We can kill it. There is stop also is there. Stop one or more running containers. Both are same purpose only. See here, both are kill one or more running containers, stop one or more running containers. So only means, if you mean stop means it will give some signal to, so right, so we are going to stop this particular container, like this it will give some right, time, what is this, intimation. So intimation, if you use means kill without, immediately it will stop the container. Without intimation, it will immediately it will stop the container. That's it. Now so both are same only. Stop will first send the sig term, then sig term will kill the process with grace period. it will give 1 or 2 seconds, it will give grace period. If he is kill, immediately it will kill that process, immediately it will kill the process, that's it. Now pass, unpass already know, rm everything, doc loggers and all, top command. So docker top means container ready. It will display the process details which is running the inside the container. Now I have two containers, right? I have three containers. So docker ps-a. Now see here, docker top. You know, right? Linux command. What is top command, guys? Linux. What is that Linux top command? Top means it will display that entire information. So PID, process ID, CPU, memory, how much memory, total memory, used memory, that matrix and all we can track here. Same, this is a top command. See here, if you use, this is the Linux command only. If you use top command, and what are the users? How many users? What is the memory, free memory? What is the process ID? What which user? And what is CPU? What is memory percent? And what is time? And everything we can track here. Same way, if you want to find a particular container, if you want to track only particular container information, so that case we can use this one, top also. See here, docker docker top and container ID. This is the Jenkins, right? I want to know some metrics related Jenkins container. I want to know. See here, what is this? Where it will store local user bin Jenkins, and this user here also Jenkins is running. So we can track this information. We can track this information. Same like how it will work tag only same. See, it will process details which is running inside the container. If you want to check process details inside. If you want to check RAM, CPU and all, you know states and exe already you know. Okay, now go to inside container. Okay, copy files host to container. If you want to copy files, so this question also a few people asked. Suppose if you want to copy file, now let me. So docker rm hyphen f dollar docker ps hyphen aq ps hyphen aq. I am going to remove all containers forcefully. I don't want. Now observe here, docker run. I am going to create one container, it interactive terminal ubuntu. We can easily understand. Now see here, these are the files, right? These are the files. Now, so I want to copy. This is the which path, guys? This is my host path or this is my container path? Right now I am in which path? Container or host? ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏ path లో ఉన్నాను? See, observe here.
Container.
Container. Now, next question, what is this command means? Copy files from host to container. I want to copy one file, host to container. This question also many people asked. If you want to copy files from host to container, this is the docker cp. Cp means copy. Linux command also you know, right? How to copy files from one source to destination. And same way docker cp. And so what is this? Now I am in container path. Now go and check here. Where is this? I am go to somewhere opt directory. Okay, cd anywhere, that is your wish, not only opt. Just I don't have anything, right? Now I am copying one file from host to this particular container path. So I am in container opt directory. This is the container opt directory. So right now I don't have anything. Now come to outside the container without stop. Control PQ. Okay. Now I'm in host path. Now I'm in host path. Clear the screen. Okay. LS. Just assume this is the file. I want to copy this file. So now this is the host. I want copy this file host to which path? Container path. Docker ps-a. Now got it, guys? అర్థమవుతుందా? So this is my host path. I have some files here. I want to copy these files to container path. Got it? Clear? Anyone any doubt here? This is the host. I am in host path. Suppose if you want to copy these files to container. Right now I am in host or container? First, క్లియర్. ఐ am in host or container. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏ పాత్రలో ఉన్నాను? Host or container?
Host.
Host path.
Host.
Now this file I want to copy to container. So if you want to copy container, first you need to know container name, right? Container ID. So docker, this is a container ID, this is the container ID. Now what is the command? Docker cp command. Cp means copy. What is the file, guys? devaps.txt. Now got it. This is the source, this is a host, and where you want to copy container, right? This is the syntax: container id colon path, container id colon, which is which container you want to copy. This container, copy this paste, and colon, which path? Opt path. I hope you got it right. Clear? Anyone any doubt here? So if you want to copy file from host to container, this is a command: docker cp copy, and this is your file source path, and you want to copy this container, this particular directory. Anyone any doubt here? Clear, Hemant? At Anil? Clear? So if you want to copy, this is the command. That's it. So docker cp, this is a file, and this is a container id, this is a container path. Now done it, just press enter. Now successfully copied one file 1.5 kb to the container opt directory. Now how to connect the container? Anyone? I want to check, right, whether this file is copied successfully or not. So how to connect container? Hmm. Hello, చెప్పండి.
Docker
Docker
exec
exec, hyphen it, next
hyphen
container
it
id. Which is container id?
container
This is my container id. That's it. ఇవే మనకి ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అడిగేది సేమ్ క్వశ్చన్లు. నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాంప్ట్ బిన్ బ్యాష్, రైట్? bash prompt I want to connect. That's it. Now I am in container. See here, it automatically so change to path container. Now check ls, and so ls. Now go to which directory? Which directory I copied? ఏ డైరెక్టరీ కాపీ చేశాను? opt డైరెక్టరీ. cd space slash opt. Now check it. Now copied or not? Earlier this file is available in this path. ఇంతకుముందు మనకి ఈ పాత్రలో ఈ ఫైల్ ఉండిందా లేదా? నో, రైట్? క్లియర్? క్లియర్? ఎనీవన్ ఎనీ డౌట్? సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద డాకర్ సిపి. ప్రీవియస్ నాకు ఈ ఫైల్ లేదు ఈ పాత్రలో పర్టికులర్. ఇప్పుడు నేనేం చేశాను, నా హోస్ట్ నుంచి కంటైనర్కి. సో వై నీడ్ మీన్స్ రియల్ టైమ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సో సమ్ ఆఫ్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఫైల్స్ మోస్ట్లీ వీఆర్ మెయింటైనింగ్ host only, host path. So this is the host mission, right? Just assume. So this is the host. Okay. So mostly all configuration, some of common related configuration files, that credentials, everything we are maintaining host only. This is the host. So this is the host mission, and so this is the host. Under this host, this is a container. You created one container. This is a container. This is the container, right? So now, so most of the files we are maintaining, so this is the container, and this is the host, this is the host, this is the host. Now here I have some files, some configuration files. Now I need to this container for configuration purpose and all. Maybe you don't know, right? Sometimes so container may be crashed, container again we are going to recreate. So again we cannot configure each and everything, right? Some common files and all we are maintaining here host path only. This is the, so files and all we are maintaining here only common files. So common files, some configuration files, some setup files, some documents and all, mostly we are maintaining host. Now if you want to copy, if you want to copy files from, if you want to copy files from host to container, so this is the command. What is the command? Docker cp, and a file name, source path, and container id colon, in container path, which path you want to copy. That's it. Clear? Anyone any doubt? This is the same. Now come to here. I hope you got it right. Hello? Yes or no? Clear, right?
Yeah, clear.
Now, very important. So mostly interview they are asking. So now as of now we discussed all are the only one command we executed. These are the Docker basic commands. Okay. So now there is one more concept very important. What is Docker file? What is the Docker file? And so why you go for Docker file? And so what is the purpose and all we'll see. So this is very important. If you know Docker, 99% interview they are asking, can you write one Docker file and can you explain Docker keywords? So can you explain Docker instructions? These are the Docker instructions or Docker keywords. And most 99% they are asking, not 99, 100%. Every interview they are asking this file, this question. So what is Docker file? Can you write one simple Docker file, one sample Docker file? Like that they are asking question. Okay. Now, so as of now, some basic commands. I hope everyone understand how to create containers, how to start container, how to remove containers, and so how to delete, how to containers, how to connect containers and all. Now this is the there is a what is Docker file. So this is very important. So enter. So most of the case, if they touch any question in Docker, 100% they are asking this question: what is Docker file? So Docker file can build image automatically by right, reading the instruction from the Docker file. So Docker file is nothing but this is the one text file, guys. Don't confuse here. Docker file is nothing but this is the text file only. Text file means, right? So plain document. How this is the text, right? This is a notepad file. This is a text file. Like this Docker file also one text file only. And so why you go for Docker file? If you want to create your own image, if you want to, you can go. If you want to create your own image, and with the help of Docker instructions, we are going to create your own image. Now got it? So Docker file has a Docker instructions. Now see here, build automatically by creating instructions. With the help of Docker instructions, if you want to create your own image, we go for Docker file. We go for Docker file. We go for Docker file. Got it? So if anyone is asking what is Docker file, Docker file is nothing but this is also text file. And see here Docker file, text file which contains instructions. Instruction means these are all of the Docker instructions. Anyway, you don't know, right? We are going to learn all these instructions. These all are the Docker instructions, or these all are the Docker keywords. Someone is calling instructions and keywords. Don't confuse. These all are the Docker instructions. With the help of these instructions, if you want to create your own image, and that case we go for Docker instructions. Now, as of now, I used many images. So that images, did I create any image? ఇంతవరకు నేనేం చేశాను, జెంకిన్స్ ఇమేజ్ యూస్ చేశాను, హలో వరల్డ్ ఇమేజ్ యూస్ చేసా, ఉబుంటు ఇమేజ్. సో సీ హియర్ డాకర్ ఇమేజెస్. యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ ఐ పుల్డ్ 3 ఇమేజెస్. సో దీస్ ఇమేజెస్ డిడ్ ఐ క్రియేట్ ఎనీ వన్ మాన్యువల్లీ? నేను క్రియేట్ చేశానా, ఆల్రెడీ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ వాటిని పుల్ చేసుకున్నానా? ఎనీ వన్? సో డిడ్ యూ క్రియేట్ యువర్ ఓన్ ఆర్ యూ కెన్ పుల్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ ఇమేజెస్?
Existing one.
Existing one. But if we come to real time, most of the cases we are maintaining our own images because industry, right? They have some code for security purpose. They are not going to use. They are not going to use these all are the practice purpose. We can use no problem. But real time, so mostly with the help of Docker file, we are going to write our own file. We are going to write our own file, and with the help of this Docker file, we are going to create our own image. See here, build image automatically by reading these instructions. అంటే నీకు ఇమేజ్ ఎలా ఉండాలి, what are the instructions, what are the steps you want to add, so that and all we are going to add in our Docker file. అర్థమైందా? So these are the instructions. Leave it, we'll discuss one by one. So these are the Docker instructions. So these are the Docker instructions. With the help of Docker instructions, we are going to create a Docker file, and with the help of Docker file, we are going to create our own image. You are going to create our own image. Clear? Still anyone any doubt? Hello? Clear. What is Docker file? If anyone is asking what is Docker
Right.
file, Docker file is nothing but this is
Docker.
the text file, and with the help of, so what it contain, Docker file contains Docker instructions, and with the help of this, if you want to, we can create your own image. So whenever if you want to create our own image, we go for Docker file, and we need to learn these instructions and all. Now Docker daemon will process these instructions top to bottom only. In Docker file, we are going to write many commands. As of now, we are executing only one command. Now, I am going to write these commands in Docker file. So, in Docker file, and so with the help of these instructions only, with the help of these Docker instructions, I am going to create one Docker file. And with the help of Docker file, we can create our own image. We can create our own image. Now, if you come to here, this is the official website also. See here, clearly they mention what is Docker file, and so what this Docker file contains. So with the Docker files contain Docker instructions, and with the help of this, we can create our own image. With the click the we can create. So these are the instructions, guys. See here, add. So add arg, cmd, copy, entry point, env, expose, from, and so label, and also maintainer, run, shell, next see here, stop signal, user, volume, work directory. So these are the some of Docker majorly used Docker instructions. So if somewhere if we see Docker file, so with the help of these instructions only they are writing Docker file. They are writing Docker file. Don't confuse. So if you see any, for example, if you see sample, so Docker file, if you see Google also, so container application, if they are returning any something, and so we can see here, from, this is a one instruction, work dir, this is also one instruction, copy, run, cmd, expose, these all instructions, see here, this only, see maximum how many instructions, see, that's it. Mostly we are using these instructions only. Mostly we are using these instructions. See here, work directory. What is work directory? Change the working directory. And if you see here, what is from? What is from? What is from here? From is the base image. See here, create new build stage from the base image. If you want to create a new build stage from the base image. Now see here, what is copy? Now see, copy. See, copy means copy files, source to destination. So your host to container path. Now see here, what is cmd? Now see here, cmd, somewhere we can see, specify the default commands. If you want to execute any command, which command you want to execute, specify the command. Now see here, expose. So this is the port number, right? If you want to set the port number, what is this expose here? If you want to set anywhere port number, this is the command. Describe which port your application is listening on. If which port number your application running. So that you want to set, we can use expose. Got it? So these are the Docker instructions, guys. These are the Docker instructions. So with the help of Docker instructions, we are going to write your Docker file. Clear? Now we'll see one by one. So anyone any doubt as of now? I hope you got some idea, right? What is Docker file? So Docker file is nothing but text file. And what Docker file contains? Docker instructions. And with the help of this, we can create our own image. We can create our own image. Now see here. So Docker file is a text document that contains all commands, commands a user could call on the command line as assemble an image. If you want to create your own image, first we are creating one Docker file, and in the Docker file, with the help of Docker instructions, we are adding these Docker instructions in the Docker file, and we are creating our own image. This page describes the commands you can use in Docker file. Okay, so what is the default file name? See, now come to here. So what is the default? If you want to create a Docker file, default file name is Docker file only. Docker file. This is the default file name. This is the default file name. Right, Jenkins, there is one file, right? Jenkins file, Jenkins. In Jenkins, if you want to that script and all, that declarative pipeline, scripted pipeline, so that and all we are maintaining one file, right? Jenkins. Same way, Docker file is the default file name. Docker file is the default file name. Just assume also this is the file. Now this is the file. Docker file is the default file. Here, write some of Docker instructions. For example, these all are the instructions. There is many, mostly we are going to write few things. These are the instructions. Anyway, next 1 or 2 days, mostly we are covering this only. Don't worry. From, run, copy, cmd, entry point, work dir, next work dir, next user, env, volume, expose, next run, copy, cmd, mostly we are using copy, cmd, run, maintainer. Now same whatever we discussed here, same thing we can see here. Run, copy, arg, copy, entry point, env, fe, from, now label. So these are mostly I written whatever volumes, work directory, shell. So these are the mostly we are using. So these are the instructions. So env environment variables, env environment variables, arg arguments. So mostly we are using this one only. Mostly we are using these are the Docker instructions. Apart from this, there is few more things also available. We'll see one by one. We'll see one by one. Now, so what is the default file name? This is the text file, right? So this is the text file. So this is the text file. With the help of these instructions, we are writing so Docker file. So now from I need one base image. So if you want one base image from, I am using Ubuntu. This is the base image like Ubuntu. We are creating like this from. Maintainer means from is nothing but base image. From is nothing but base image. From is nothing but so base image. From is nothing but so base image. Next maintainer. Maintainer means who is the author, who implemented this file. This is a maintainer means so this is author information. This is the author information, who created and all. So this is the author information. So this is the author information, who created this file and all we are maintaining here. And so right, copy already cp. In Docker file, if you want to copy file, we are using mostly copy command. So copy, and add also is there, add. So whatever you want, with the help of Docker instructions, first we are writing Docker file. Suppose my Docker file is ready. So how to build, how to create our own image? So this is the syntax. If you want to create your own image, docker build. So docker build hyphen t. So here we are using command. So it's command docker build. Once that is done, next we are using build command. Here also somewhere written, see here. So docker build hyphen t, and what is this, whatever you want we can use. This is the docker build command. So this is the one command. Anyway, we'll see. First we need to understand so what is docker instructions, and so how it will work. So now we got right. So docker file is the one text file. If you want to create your own image, we go for docker file. So docker file contains Docker instructions, and with the help of we are going to create our own image. Okay, now these are the instructions. Now we'll see one by one instructions how it will work. Now come to here. Now see here, this is the one instruction from. So mostly in every Docker file we are seeing this keyword mandatory. From is nothing but base image. So from is nothing but base image. See here, from indicates the base image which we can using to build your own image. Suppose if you want to create your own image, which is your base image? Without image, we cannot build your own image. So that and all we are mentioning under the from. See here, from Ubuntu, from Tomcat, from open jdk. So from, so see here, even if you come to here, so here also we can see they are using something, right? From they are using node.js, node 1.8 alpha in image. So this is a base image, this is a base image. Not only this, instead of here we can give any image that is based on your requirement. Based on requirement we can pass, we can give any image, that is nothing but from is nothing but base image. Here I am giving ubuntu. Instead of passing ubuntu, here we can give anything, whatever you want we can give. So whether we can give, so whether we can give ubuntu, linux, or anything, whatever you want we can give it. See here, instead of here we can give linux or mac os or tomcat or jenkins, whatever you want we can use it. So this is the base image, this is the base image, jenkins, tomcat or Santo, whatever you are, which base image you want. So that and all we are maintaining under the from only, under the from. Now got it, guys? So what is from? From is nothing but base image. At least we need to take one base image. So at least we need to take one base image. So that image, that is your wish. Whatever you want, we can take it. So from is nothing but base image, which is your base image. Now if you go search here, if you go and search here, Docker search command, we are getting these are the images, right? So Docker search. If you use, so these are the images. For example, I need Docker search. If you use Docker search, for example, if we give any image, for example jenkins means there is many versions available, many flavors, right? So which is your base image, which image you want, that one. Or if you need tomcat, we need to give tomcat image. Or if you want to ubuntu, we need to give ubuntu or linux or java. So what, there is many flavors available, and we are picking one from here, one from here, anyone, that is your wish, which is suitable, which is compatible for you. See here Node.js. So Node.js is the JavaScript based platform for deploying our application. If you want to Tomcat, we can Ghost. There is Java related. This is deprecated. And see here Bitnami Java related. Bitnami Java Docker image also available. So based on this, so copying this one name, and come to your Docker file. Come to your Docker file. Here we are pasting it. That's it. See here, this is the base image. From is nothing but base image. Simply understand what is from, why you go for from. From indicates the base image, which we are going to build our own image. Now this is the syntax. Like this we are calling. Clear, guys? Anyone any doubt here? This is the one instruction. But every Docker file on top we can see this line from. Clear? Hello? Now why you go for from? From is the one instructions, and why you go for this one? I go for this one. This is the base image. If you want to pick any base image, that's it. You can go for. So this is the from. Now maintainer. Maintainer means, so this is also mandatory. For example, I am in the project. So who implemented this image? Who written this Docker file and all? How can I identify? అర్థమవుతుందా శ్రీనాథ్ గారు? Clear? So maintainer means, so maybe I am in 6 months in this project. After 6 months I am, right, so I am switch this so company, maybe project and all. So we want to know something, right? Who implemented this file, who written this file? I want to know some information. So that purpose we go for maintainer is nothing but author information. So for example, if you implement this docker file, here we are maintaining your email id, your name and something. Suppose if I return Docker file, I am updating my information. Clear? Clear, Madhvani? So these are the from is nothing but base image, and maintainer is nothing but who is the author, who written this Docker file, who updated this file. That information and all we are adding under the maintainer. Got it? Anyone any doubt these two instructions? From is the base image, maintainer is the author information. Who is the author, who updated, who modified, who implemented this Docker file and all. So we can easily track it, we can easily identify. So that case, these are the one image. Anyone, any doubt here? Hello? Docker build. హలో, వినిపిస్తుందా?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the, so the from is nothing but base image. Maintainer is nothing but, what is this maintainer? Now just write, I'm going to write only two. We can easily understand. Now, so go to here. What is the default file name? Which is the default file name? vi docker file. Default file name is docker file. Now I am going to create one file, docker file. Now before creating, first I want to show something. Docker images. How many images, guys? As of now, I have only three images: Jenkins, Ubuntu, and also Hello World. Okay. Now I want to create my own image. How to write? See here, vi docker file. Okay. Now this is same text file only. Now which is the first line? From is nothing but base image. Tell me which image you want. That is your wish. For example, I need Ubuntu enough. Okay. Now maintainer. Maintainer. Who implement this? Who updated? For example, I am giving my name. Just my email ID. I am giving whatever you want. You can see here. So from is nothing but base image. From is nothing but base image. This is my base image. Not only Ubuntu. We can select based on your requirement, whatever you want. So now maintainer. Only I added two instructions. Now escape colon save. My Docker file is ready. That's it. My Docker file is ready. So how many instructions I added in my Docker file? As of now, only two. How many instructions I created? Only I added only two instructions. Now see here, cat space Docker file. Cat space Docker file. See here, only two instructions. Now my Docker file is ready. How to create your own image? That is our target, right? How to create your own image? If you want to create your own image, this is a command. So docker build hyphen t, docker build hyphen t. So already syntax and all everything already here available. We can follow here. We can follow here hyphen t and image name and image name. Come to here. Uh, so hyphen t and which image? What is the image name? So for example, my image DevApps. I am giving DevApps colon. This is the image name. This is the image name. Tag name. Tag name. See here. If you see here, every image we have tag. Docker images. Image name and tag. See here. This is the repository name. This is the tag name. Here it is coming latest. Same way, we need to give two names. Image name and tag name. Now this is a command. Docker build hyphen t image name. I am giving DevApps or my own image. Okay, colon tag name. Which tag? For example, I am giving version 1. In real time we are maintaining like version 1, version 2 like this. And dot represents current working directory. Where is your docker file? Where is your docker file? This మీ ఫైల్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఇప్పుడు చెక్క, మీ ఫైల్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? డాకర్ ఫైల్ సేమ్ పాత్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ పాత్? యువర్ డాకర్ ఫైల్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? మీ డాకర్ ఫైల్ సేమ్ path only, right? Same path is nothing but in this path. Where is your running? Where is your running? Same path. So this is the pwd. Pwd means so here in root we are in root path, present working directory. So in this directory I have this file. I am executing my command also same here. So that is the reason I am giving dot docker build hyphen t hyphen t my image colon v1 version 1 here dot. So dot represents current working directory. So your docker file is also available same path. Your docker file also available same path. Got it? Anyone, any doubt? So now see here, this is the command docker build -t and so image name and tag name space data. Here data represents current working directory. Current working directory means my docker file also available, same path, that's it. Now see here, now it is executing something. See here, sending build context docker daemon, and first it is pulling the see from Ubuntu. See, this is the first layer. Now we'll see later. And second step, maintainer. So in my docker file, I added two docker instructions. This is the first from it is executed, and the second I added maintainer, it is executed. So see here, image also created, image also created. Now check it, docker, clear the screen. Now docker images. Now my image is created or not, check it. Created or not? Hello?
Great.
Yeah, this is my image name, and this is my tag name, this is my image id, and created date time and size. So real time mostly we are using like this only. Real time mostly we are following docker file only. Real time mostly we are following docker file only. So that is with the help of docker commands only we are going to docker file. So if you want to create your own image, just simply go for docker file. What is docker file? Docker file is nothing but this is the text file, and in docker file we are going to add multiple docker instructions. Docker file contains multiple docker instructions. With the help of this file we are going to create our own image, that's it. And these are the docker instructions. So first you need to remember docker instructions. In interview also they are asking, so can you give me few docker instructions? So just remember at least 10 or 15 whatever you know. So we need to remember some docker instructions. So anyway, next 1 or 2 days mostly we are going to discuss these docker instructions. We can easily remember. Okay, now got it. Now I created my own image. I created my own image. Now how to use, how to create container from this image and all, we'll see next class. We'll see next class. Clear?